Shall decide the fate of Tokugawa. Attack!
Mother of God!
I want the Ieyasu's head!
I can have it today!
Wealth of sonatas.
Your life is mine!
In the 16th century, powerful feudal warlords, or daimyo, dreamt of uniting the splintered land of Japan. Feuding provincial factions, militant religious sects, and rebellious commoners kept the land in turmoil. Through clever strategy, ideal positioning, and a zealous nature, daimyo Nobunaga Oda took the first steps towards unification. But it was the radical actions of his favored general that achieved true progress. After avenging the death of his lord Nobunaga in 1582, this man's rule heralded the end to an age of chaos. The great wars had been stopped by this commoner-turned-leader, the Taiko, Hideyoshi Toyotomi. For over 15 years, Hideyoshi enforced the peace. He confiscated farmers' weapons, limited the domain of roaming samurai, and persecuted Christian missionaries, all in an attempt to establish absolute control over his people. However, on August 18th in the year 1598, the Taiko Hideyoshi dies, his only heir, young Hideyori Toyotomi. With the Taiko's passing, chaos looms once more on the horizon, as the unity that Hideyoshi had fought so hard to create is severed in two.
Now I shall rule the land! It's time!
On one side were the forces of Ieyasu Tokugawa, easily the most powerful daimyo in the region.
I shall show no mercy to those who dishonor the Toyotomi name or disrupt the peace of the land.
On the other were the forces of Mitsunari Ishida, whose strengths had been held in high esteem by the Taiko. Tensions and aggressions between the two continued. Finally, in the year 1600, Ishida announced a new campaign against Tokugawa and began to gather forces. The ambition of Tokugawa, the right of the Toyotomi. The daimyo of the land are drawn into opposing camps. Ieyasu Tokugawa and the forces of the east, or Mitsunari Ishida and the Western Army. The battle to determine the fate of the land, Kessen, is about to begin. September of the year 1600. Ieyasu Tokugawa, commander of the Eastern Army, set out from Edo to fulfill his dreams of conquest. Tokugawa's force was to rendezvous with those of other commanders, or daimyo, with the intent of crushing the Western Army in one decisive blow. The Eastern forces were scheduled to meet at Mino Akasaka, less than 3 miles from Ogaki Castle, a Western base. Meanwhile, Mitsunari Ishida, commander of the Western Army, completed the deployment of his officers at Ogaki Castle. Now, with the goal of repositioning his main camp, he secretly departs from the base. The two armies advance. Will fate smile upon Tokugawa or Ishida? The first battle of Sekigahara is about to begin.
That banner belongs to Mitsunari. An ambush! My lord, we must withdraw before we are spotted.
Sound the horn!
My lord, we cannot fight! We are too few.
Yes, it may be a trap. Still, it's a chance to take Mitsunari's head. If I run now, I do not deserve to rule. Honda, Yi, come! We ride!
Let my Tombogiri be your passage to hell!